Okay. Hello guys. I hope that all of you can hear me. If you can hear me, could you please let me know about the same? Right. I'll just do a few things here and there. In the meantime, we'll just wait for everyone, and then we'll begin the session. Right. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, you can throw them up in the chat section. Also, side by side, if you can hear me, so if you can let me know. Say yes if you can hear me, and post that we'll begin after just starting the session. If you have any questions, you can ask. In the meantime, once all the people are here, we will start the session. All right. So about TCS NQT hiring for 2019. So there are two types of hiring of TCS NQT. One is TCS NQT, or that is called as TNQT. That is likely to be announced in the middle of next month. Nothing official. That is what we suspect. That is something that we expect as an industry veteran. Uh, then there's TCS off campus, which we think is likely to happen, likely to be announced next month in the middle. But then again, we are not very sure because there are not no official announcement. But yes, since we are partnered with a lot of companies, uh, and we are in touch with TCS people via some basis, which is why we have a little understanding that yes, for TCS NQT off campus, there would be a good thing for 2020, 2019 people. Can't not 100% sure if they'll allow 2019 people. We spoke with them about 2019. They have said that they allowed 2019 to apply 3 times for TCS. They have given more than enough number of chances, right? So perfect. So let's start. So first of all, what I'm going to do in today's session, today is the last session for TCS NQT. Right, and obviously 2021 batches are allowed. We'll cover the syllabus of the programming MCQ section. So as all of us know, there are 4 different sections in TNQT. There's aptitude, which has a little bit of component of logical reasoning as well. Then there's coding, which we took earlier. Then there's English, which we are not taking in this live web series. And then there's programming MCQ section. So I'll cover about the syllabus of the programming MCQ section. I'll also cover why it is important. We'll also be solving a lot of verified previous year questions, but I will also be taking up some concepts related to those previous year questions, because then you will not then only you will be able to solve it. Uh, then we'll also be telling you about Q&A and what should you do next, and Flipkart hiring update. Right. So Wipro would be hiring this year. Yes, definitely. Okay. People are saying only one class for coding. So it is like a master class that we take on YouTube, which is free. Generally, if you want to go ahead and join any of Prep and Search courses, the link is given in the description below. You can join it. I cover that at the very end of the video. It's very interesting. In fact, last year, 91% of the people who got placed in TCS were Prep and Star students. So every 100 people who join TCS every year, or in fact last year, out of those 100, 91 are from Prep and Star. So you can understand that perspective as well, right? So then again, just from the marketing and just want to quickly brush through, because we covered it last 2 times, is if you want to get to know about jobs, follow us on all these 4 social media channels. We post all the off-campus drives. There are multiple companies that we are partnered with, so we'll post them on their behalf, because all of them would be conducting online drives this time, which you will only be able to give from home. So you will only get to know if you follow Prep Insta on our social media handles, and you will miss them. So maybe your college is not partnered with that company, right? So they wouldn't know, but maybe we'd know. Or since we are also partnered with 1,000 colleges, so that the college notifies us. So it works all the other way. Sometimes maybe not even college, not even companies partnered with Prep Insta. In some cases, rare cases, in that case, we get to know that yes, this drive is happening, so we post them, right? So follow all 4 of them, because we are a little conscious about that sometimes the company says that okay, we only want 10,000 people applying. We don't want so many people, because it's difficult to arrange exams and interviews for all of them. So what we do is, rather than posting everywhere, we, let's say, only post on LinkedIn, or we only post on Instagram. So make sure that you follow. There are separate channels on each of them. So if you go to Instagram, this prepinsta.com/Instagram, you will find, just give me one second. Yeah, so you will find basically 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, different Instagram for each year. The reason why we do that is basically since we don't want to cross post. Why should you feel bad that okay, only I am a 2019 graduates and only 2021 batches are allowed? I don't want to see this, so that's why. Okay, so again for 2021 batches, it has already been announced. So the Flipkart hiring has already been announced. So what you can do is you can go to Instagram.com and go to at Prepinsta 2021, and you will follow us, and then you will find you will probably not find the link because maybe our team may have posted this YouTube webinars lecture. So in that case, you can just send us a message, and our team will give you the link of the hiring. Right. So I think 8 o'clock it will end today. Uh, Today is the last day. 8 o'clock Flipkart hiring link would end. Right. So let's begin. Make sure that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to conduct a lot of things here and there. Just quickly want to go ahead with it. So yeah, this is the last slide. I guess from the next slide we'll start with the question. So a lot of people say, sir, I'm not able to find previous year papers. What you can do is you can just go to prepinsta.com and based upon the company that you are aiming for, right? Maybe my internet is not working just properly. Just give me one second. So maybe whichever company that you want to prepare for, let's say I want to prepare for TCS NQT, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to, let's say, TCS here, and on the TCS's page, if you want to go ahead and know the syllabus, so you can go to the syllabus page here. That is okay. I want to know what is the syllabus for TCS, and then scroll down on this particular part, and then whichever topic that you want to prepare, these are actual questions of TCS. So let's say, and we have segregated it for you so that you can learn. Like let's say I only want to study probability today, right? So you go to probability here, and then on that particular page you will find the probability, all the previous year probability questions. So if you want to go ahead and check the syllabus for TCS NQT, you can come to this page. There's a detailed analysis of the cutoff, average time, syllabus, percentile, 50 percentile, 60 percentile, so on and so forth, right? So here, obviously we are a company and we need to pay our employees. So some part of it is hidden. That is only part of the paid material, or if you join the online classes. So only the first few links are free so that you can join that. If we come back here, so you can also check that YouTube video, everything is there. Negative marking, yes, there is negative marking in TCS NQT. So here, if you solve all of those questions, you will also get to know that what is your ranking in this quiz, what is your ranking in TCS aptitude, what is your global TCS ranking, so that you can predict even before giving the exam that if you're going to select in TCS or going to be selected in TCS or not. This is like an amazing thing that we do. In fact, if you're a free user, it will not be that accurate because you will be able to solve less number of questions. But if you're a paid user, you will be able to do that. So let's say if you solve this question, you also get to know that, okay, 49.93% of the people solved it correctly, and these many incorrectly. Let's say if you want to go ahead and check, okay, what is my particular solving time? So let's say maybe let's check for different question, the question that I answered correctly. So let's say I answered at 45. I answered this question correctly. So in that case, the graph would be a little perfect. So as you can see, here we are also giving you graph based upon when people are solving it. So, approximately, so it's saying 16% of the people solved this question before me, and 83% of the people have solved this question after me. Right. So, it is very important because obviously I'll start teaching you, but since this is the last video of this web series, obviously we'll conduct maybe next week, next month for TCS and all of that. So what do you do after this video? It is very important for all of you to know, right? So which is why I'm covering all of this. I'm sorry that I have to tell you all of this, but I think this is important, more important than the today's lecture. That what should you do after today's lecture is more important, right? So let's begin with today's session, right? So there are two ways I am going to do. So in terms of the syllabus, TCS NQT asks uh, C, C++, data structures. In fact, if I am go to particularly the syllabus page itself, so we will be able to find the correct syllabus. So for example, C, MCQ, or in fact, let's go to TCS previous papers only. And in that, I'm going to go to CMCQ section. So, data types, function and scope, recursions, arrays, loops, input, output. Then you have object-oriented programming, stacks, queues, linked lists, graphs, greedy, searching, sorting, time complexity. So essentially, they are asking you C, they are asking you C++, and they are asking you data structures. In C, a lot of questions are from input, output, right? And the level of difficulty of TCS NQT is very, very, very high. The reason being, the top performers or top 10% of performers generally in TCS NQT exams are also given an additional chance for TCS digital interview as well. And the package for TCS digital is more than 7.5 lakh rupees, right? Uh, so in that case, which is why they want to increase the difficulty level so that they can judge you better. Input output questions are asked a lot, and the difficulty level, I have taken easier questions today, because in that case, all of you will freak out that, okay, what difficult questions are these? I cannot solve this, so I don't want to demotivate you, which is why I've taken easy questions. Okay. So this is the first question, and this is actually a previous year verified TCS NQT question. If you can answer this and pose that, once all of you answer this, that what would be the output? In that case, pose that. I will help you solve this question. Right. So let's begin. I'm just waiting for all these all this answer for this particular question. So ideally, for MCQ section, there are 20 questions. You need to solve them in 20 minutes. So ideally, you should not take more than 1 minute to solve this particular question. And this is easy question. This is easy question. Trust me. TCS NQT classes, online classes for Prep Insta would begin from the starting. Yes. So approximately 72 hours of TCS NQT preparation, which is basically solving all the previous year papers, topic-wise aptitude training, probability, or let's say input output, or let's say stacks, queues, and all of this. Apart from that, you will also get C, C++, and data structure scores. Apart from those 72 hours, so approximately 150 hours of videos are there in TCS NQT. Uh, Online classes of Prep Insta. So people are saying TCS Ninja exam, TCS NQT exam. Also, some people are saying. So this is a magic of something called as comma operator. So a lot of people don't know this, but this is an operator. This is an operator. So actually what happens here is, this operator gives you the final value, which is at the very end. Comma operator is basically gives you the final value at the very end. If I'm wrong, people can tell that in the chat. So what essentially happens here, the value is essentially, this is post decrement, so the value that is posted here is 2, but the after the statement the value gets changed to 1, right? And then this is pre decrement, so the value gets changed to 0. But and as so here also, obviously at the very same time value gets changed to 0, and here also it gets to 0, right? So what happens, since the last value is 0, this is the value that is taken for the if loop. And since this if statement is not true, it will go to the else part, right? So this was very easy question. uh, Yeah, so as you can see, TCS Ninja exam. So TCS NQT and TCS Ninja are both same things. It's just that TCS calls its exam TCS NQT and hires Ninja developers and digital developers via that. Sometimes what happens, they are not doing it for digital profile. In that case, they call their exam as TCS Ninja exam, when only the hiring is for Ninja. If the hiring is for both digital and Ninja, in that case, it is called TCS NQT exam, right? So essentially, this was very easy question. Right. Moving further to the next question. Right. So, what is the output when the following when the follow for the following program? Right. Now, maybe you would not be able to read it properly. So, what I can do for you is, so there are what I can do for you is, I can show you in online GDB compiler. Probably in that case, you will be able to see it better. So obviously there's include studio at the very end. How do I show it to you? So let me zoom out. Let me remove a few brackets here and there. Now also you are not able to see, I think. Yeah. So now maybe you will be able to see it. Probably zoom in the screen. Actually, this is a very, very, very difficult question. It's easier as per the comparison to the other questions that I wanted to take, uh, but it's actually difficult. And I'll explain you. I'm sure that a very less number of people will be able to answer. Last year, what happened was the cutoff for the exam was 30%. So if you solve 3 questions out of 10 in TCS NQT and you solved the coding question as well, so you were called to the next round. And ideally, you should be able to solve this particular question within 1 minute. And this was actually a verified actual TCS NQT question. Yes, again, Java is not there in TCS NQT programming MCQ section, only C, C++. Even data structures, you will also see it is in C++. So, no Java. So, you need to study C and C++. Maybe you can code in Java. Right. So maybe a lot of people are not able to answer. Let me do one thing here is, let me solve it for you. Python, you can code in Python. However, MCQ section would be in C and C++. Right. So let me explain it to you here. Essentially, what is happening in this particular program. So first, let me just explain you. Right. Is include studio, include IOStream using namespace basic. Right. And then there is PM. That is the parent class. So this is what they are. Not even the parent class. This is like the first class PM. Right. And in that particular PM, they are having void designation as a function. Right. Now what they have done is they have another class called as CEO, right? And in that particular class, they have one more thing as uh, this is called as the constructor of the class. So as soon as you create the object here, CEO, that is new CEO, the constructor gets called and it creates the uh, PM class object, right? So you are using a constructor to create an object of another class, right? And then this is very difficult and this is wrong also, right? Now what essentially happens here is, if you look at this here, they are trying to confuse you that operator overloading is happening. Operator overloading in C++, I'm sure all of you would know what operator overloading is, and they are trying to overload this arrow operator. And then they have also made a star and they have made a few objects here and there. So here they are trying to confuse you. Actually, nothing is happening. Oh, everything is they are trying to confuse you that, okay, we are probably trying to do runtime polymorphism. Right. So if I am to show you what essentially runtime polymorphism is, so we can go to Prepinsta's page here of C++, learn C++. And in that case, I'll just show you what runtime. So in fact, let the page open. I'll show you a few more things. Then, so essentially they are calling using an arrow operator. Since the arrow operator is used with a pointer, they are trying to create the overload, the function. Now this function is also overloaded. So as you can see here, there's a function as void designation, and it is essentially in public domain, right? And again, they have done it in a private domain. And this was an FUB type of question. So there are no options. You have to enter what will be printed, right? So if you, I just want to quickly show you things here and there. Actually, this question was wrong in TCS exam. We told TCS about this, and they deleted this question's marks from the exam. And I'll just tell you why this was wrong. Right. So maybe a lot of you would know that, okay, while doing polymorphism, runtime polymorphism and virtual function is, there is something called as, creating an object. So you create a pointer to a parent object, then you create a child class, and then you try to point it towards uh, the address of the child class, and then you print it using this. So the something, don't even understand it. You need to study whole runtime polymorphism, and this lecture would be about runtime polymorphism is if I try to solve the question, right? Basically, they are trying to give a similar type of uh, objects here and there, so that you will get confused that, okay, they are trying to do runtime polymorphism. However, they are not doing runtime polymorphism. The object here is CEO pointer. The the pointer here is of CEO type of object. First of all, there is no, to do runtime polymorphism, you should have your child class declared as child class, that, okay, public parent, right? Here in this particular question, there is no mention that, okay, it is public parent, public PM. No, nobody looked upon it, right? And if you look here, it will seem, for a lot of people, it may seem like that, okay, arrow operator is being used since it's a pointer, right? So designation function is being called. For a lot of people who are smart, they will think that, okay, obviously they have overloaded an arrow operator. But so what will happen? In fact, so what will happen? This PM pointer will get returned, but that is also not happening. The reason being, I'll tell you one more thing is, just give me 1 second. Yeah. So for this particular question, this is basically an operator overloading, right? If I am doing a is equals to plus plus a, basically incrementing the value of a by 1, right? Essentially, I am trying to do x plus plus here, right? Now, basic, very easy operator overloading question. Let me run this particular program. The program is giving me error. The reason being, if you learn operator overloading, you will know that, okay, this will not work. You will have to write it like plus plus x, and then this program will run. So the operator should be on the left hand side of the of the object or of anything that you are using. If you see in this particular question here, this is the object. The operator is on the right hand side, right? So it will not work at all. So again, third confusion that they are trying to do for you, right? And then moving further, I can even fix this part. If I want to, what I can do here, let me just stop this program. If I want, what I can do is, for smart people, they will know this, that if I want to do post increment, I will just have to write this int in bracket and it will work. Now this program will run just perfectly, right? So this is the fourth concept being used to confuse you. Okay. So again, there is no mention of int here, right? Forget everything. There are four things that TCS wanted to confuse you, and they are not, anything is not working in the program. Don't worry. Let us run this program. They are asking you the output of this question. And actually, when you solve this question, there is error. So they are giving you FUB type of question. So FUB is like, you have to type in the box that, okay, maybe answer is CEO or maybe answer is PM, just this, right? So you can't even do that here. Probably some people will say that, okay, answer is error. The problem is this question was wrong in TCS NQT. We told them this is wrong, and this has not been the first time. From the last 2 years, there have been 2 to 3 different instances where question have been wrong. So if you feel the question is wrong, you skip the question. Now let me fix the question. Okay. If I want to fix this particular question, I will have to comment this out. I will have to comment this out. I will have to comment this out. And then after this, I will explain you why I have to comment this out. This program ran. Now, let me uncomment it. The problem is, you cannot try to override a function or overload a function with another function as a private type of declaration. This is something that we teach you in our online classes. Probably a lot of people knew this already. If you did not know this, I genuinely want to confuse you, because I want you to know that you need to study more. So, right, what do you do if you were not able to solve this question? In that case, you need to go back and study C++. So, this is the link that you can go here, CSC, prepinsta.com, C++. Go here on this page, learn C++. This is essentially, if you go easy, 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 from here you need to probably start if you already know C++, right? And then all these pages. Probably if you want, you can join the online course. Again, that's your wish, right? So again, this question is wrong in TCS NQT. We told them, they said, okay, we have found a solution, but they did not tell what kind of solution. Probably what we think is, for everyone who attempted this question or did not attempt this question, they gave marks. Simply, that is what we think. Okay, moving on further to the next question. So again, from this question, what you should be learning is, maybe you knew about concepts of operator overloading. That is this part, and maybe you knew about post increment, pre increment, that is using int. Maybe you knew or did not know about runtime polymorphism. That is the second concept being used. Maybe you do not know about inheritance at all, because you are missing the details that they are pretending that there is inheritance, but there is no inheritance at all, right? So this is a very difficult question. I know that even I am confused, even you are confused, but I wanted to take it because you should know that what all things you do not know, then TCS can ask wrong questions which make no sense. So you have to trust Prepinsa. In that case, probably we will find out that okay, it's a wrong question, and then we will let them know. Okay. Then again, next question. This is a little easier one. This is again essentially data structures question, but with data structures question, they have used C++. And even if you do not know C++, it is not a problem. In fact, they have not implemented the pop and top and all of these things. They are assuming that you should assume that they are implemented elsewhere. So you should not be like, okay, top function is not uh, the top function I cannot see, right? You have to assume that it works. So you have to tell me the output of this particular question. This is again actual TCS NQT question. If you are not able to solve it, in that case, there are two things. You think that you know C++, but you actually do not. You have been studying from a website called as Tutorial Point, which gives you basic, easy things and does not make you ready for coding. And that's it. And second thing is, again, you do not know how stacks, this is stacks, right? You do not know. Okay, so you do not know how queues work. So this is priority queue being implemented with the help of stacks. Actually, maybe smart people will know this. So again, it's a difficult question. I'm really sorry. You need to understand that if you solve out of 20 questions, if you solve in the programming MCQ section, if you solve 5 questions probably out of 20, you will go to the next round. So then again, you need to be ready for all of it. Yeah, there is a sectional cutoff. So I'm not getting answer till now. You can say ABC, BCA, 99, -3, something. At least give me wrong answers here. Should I solve it, guys? Should I solve it? In that case, if you're not able to particularly solve this particular question, if you want me to solve it, just let me know that yes, you want me to solve it, and then I'll go ahead and solve this particular question. Okay, so I'm not hearing back. Error. People are saying error. Size is equals to 99. Yes, please solve. Okay, perfect. So let me go ahead. Probably I would have pasted this question somewhere in the online GDB, hopefully. Okay. So let me explain you what is happening. Don't ignore, probably ignore. Here they are saying that word dot end value, that is end value, is equals to a character value as minus 99, right? And then they are saying that okay, this is a while loop. Every time this while loop runs, the user enters something. And according to the question, what is the user entering? The user is entering A, B, C, and minus 99, right? So what essentially happens here is the first time the while loop runs, A is entered. Second time while loop is run, B is entered. Third time while loop is run, C is entered. Fourth time while loop is run, then minus 99 is entered. Simple, right? So that's what I wanted to tell you. Simple. There's no confusion like that, right? Now what happens? Let's say the first time when the while loop enters, right? We enter, the user has entered A, right? So it goes on and checks what is the value of word. What is the value of word? Word is minus 99, right? So minus 99 and A is not equal to, sorry, not minus 99. A is not equal to minus 99, right? Because end value here is minus 99. So no problem. What it goes is, it pushes to the queue. So let's say as of now, the queue, let me just write it here. Or in fact, let me draw, right? So as of now, probably in the queue, which was empty, A has been entered, right? No problem. Okay, so moving further, right? Then again, what is entered? B is entered, right? So again, this is B is not equal to minus 99. So this break statement does not get implemented. Q dot push is there. So what happens in the queue? B is entered. Then again, C is entered, obviously, right? So the user enters C. Again, C is not equal to minus 99. C is pushed. Finally, the user enters minus 99, right? Now in this case, minus 99 is equal to 99. That is end value. So in this case, break loop gets implemented. We come out of this while loop, right? Perfect. Now this is essentially printing the stack, right? So we are essentially using a priority queue. So this was not a this we are using a priority queue according to the program as a stack. So the first thing that was entered was A, then the second thing that was entered was B, then the third thing that was entered was C, right? So now what they are essentially saying here is that okay, C out Q dot top and then do pop. Okay, and do it until and unless Q size is valid. Okay, so what will happen? I will print C because top is C, so C is printed, and then I will pop it. Right. Then I will print B because next time B will become top, and then pop it. Right. Pop it, and then A, and then pop it. So what is getting printed? C, B, A. So essentially in FUB type of question wherein there are no options like A, B, C, and D, what do you need to do is you need to enter C, B, A without spaces in between. If you do that, you're going to get 1.5 marks. Right. So again, this was for mechanical student. You will say that okay, how can TCS expect me to know data structures, expect me to know C++, and expect me to know pseudocode? Actually, if you write this code, it will be at least 300, not 300, at least 200 lines. They have made this code as a pseudocode. They have not implemented left and right functions here and there. So again, if you don't know this, probably you need to take a help. Join any online course from any website. Maybe not prep and stuff, but you need help. You need help. That is what I want to portray. If you are studying from tutorial points and other websites and Java T point, and you think that you know data structures and C and C++, you, my friend, these are the websites which give easy pages, easy questions, so that you fool yourself that you know. Right. So moving ahead to the next question, probably. Right. So this question, I'm sure that you will be able to solve. This is the picture. This is the pictorial representation of a parse-free generated according to a specified grammar of the following sentence. Computing power doubles every 2 years, right? So essentially, grammar is basically CSC people will know this. This is an actual TCS NQT question. We are not faking it, right? Grammar is basically in use in compiler design. I don't want to confuse you all. That is the truth. To be honest, non-CS people or IT people ignore that is like something in computer science, right? They are asking how many leaf nodes are there in tree. So this is the actual question. The previous part is just to confuse you. Okay. How many leaf nodes are there in the tree? I want the answer. This is an easy question. It since you have seen the first page and all the grammar and all this thing, so it looks like it's difficult, but it's actually not. It's actually very easy question. When I'll tell you the solution, you'll think like, okay, I was stupid that I was not able to do it. So if you are not able to solve it, let me know. I will solve it on your behalf. Then again, these are the easy questions that I took today. These were the easiest of the questions that I could find. On our website, obviously, what we had to do is because we can't put the actual questions directly, else you will not be able to learn better. So maybe in the first few quizzes, we have put questions so that you can increase your learning. And dhire dhire and slowly, we are increasing the difficulty level. So maybe on the website, on the fourth and fifth quiz, which is hidden by the way, you will find the previous year question. So people are saying three, people are saying etc. etc. Right. So no worry, I'll solve it for you. So let's look at this particular question. Let me open our app here and let me just zoom in here so that we can see it better. So people are saying three, people are saying two, very less number of people are answering this. So here, if we see what is the first one, right? We see that VBZ is the first. It is a node that has no root, that has no incoming thing, right? So what we'll do is we will draw this as a tree. So this is VBZ. Which one? This is this one, VBZ. Right. Now again, what is happening? VBZ is giving NN on the left. Right. So in fact, this is not VBZ. Whatever it is giving NN on the left hand side. And then further, NN is giving NNP on the left hand side. So it is giving NNP. Maybe it looks like a tree now. It is just that they were trying to confuse you. It looks like a tree. Then VBZ has NNS here. NNS here. Right. So what I will do is I will draw NNS here. So this is the last one here. Now finally, NNZ has two further nodes. That is CD. And then there is D something that I'm not able to read. Let's say DZ. Okay. This to this, this to this. How many leaf nodes are there in the tree? Now people can tell me how many leaf nodes are there. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the answer. Maybe I may be wrong. So if I am wrong, you can point out this. So again, you have to be. This question was very easy. You just had to. This was a. How do I tell you? They wanted to confuse you. TCS hates you. They gave, you just had to draw it again. So they were checking your drawing. Uh, Moving further, this was one of the questions that was asked in TCS NQT last year. Uh, then, what is the in order tree traversal of this? This is easy. Now, I guess definitely people will be able to answer this. I really want to teach you also how to do in order, pre order, post order, and all of these cool things. However, I will not do that. I'm sorry, I will not do that. Rather than that, I will give you even better thing. Okay, so maybe take a screenshot. Can you draw it? I'll because I just want to move to a different page to show you it on the website. In order tree traversal. Why are people answering 6? Okay, so let me do one thing is let me tell you how do you do in order. Okay, so essentially what do you do is you if you do not know this, you have to go to prepinstar.com, then you have to go to CSC, data structures, then you have to scroll down, you will find all the bubble sort, all of these things, right? Etc. Etc. Then you go down, you go to trees, right? And then you find in order, right? All of these things here. So let's say this is the page for in order traversal that I've already opened here. In fact, let me just example page is also here. Right. So in order page is that opening? Yes. So in order is basically there are three types of ways of printing a tree. Not three. There are many, but there are three prominent types of that is in order, post order, pre order. So in order is like okay, the direction is clockwise, and then the rule is LCR, that is left, center, right. Pre order is like the direction is anti-clockwise, and the rule is CLR again. So I will explain you also the for post order the rule is anti-clockwise and the rule is LRC. So these are the three things that you need to remember to solve it manually. To code it, there is some different things also, right? So if I go back to the question, they are asking me in order. So what I do is even I don't know, so which is why I'll come to this. I'll say okay, clockwise direction, and the rule is LCR. So clockwise and LCR. Okay, clockwise LCR, clockwise LCR, clockwise LCR. In fact, so how do I do this? Can I? Okay, so let me tell it to you here. Clockwise and LC again. I forgot. So it is clockwise and LCR. So now I have given you enough time, so you should be able to solve it also. Okay, so clockwise and LCR. LCR is leftmost node. So I start from the root node. Does left node exist? Yes. So I go there. Then I go to this B node. Does left node exist? Yes. So I go to the left node. I go to D. Does left node exist? Yes. So I go to next. I go to H. Does left node exist? Further, no. So what I do is I print it, right? So I print H. Then the direction is clockwise. So I move in this direction, that is HDI or maybe LCR. You can just know that. So first I printed the leftmost node. So for the same subtree, I will print the central node, that is D, right? So the next thing that I print is D. Then I print I. So because L, C that is center node and R that is right node. Right. Then again, what do you do next is then since this subtree is printed, you go up, then you check is there any left node? Obviously, we went to left tree and printed it. This is the central node. So I print B. So H D I B. Then I print E because right node. Then again I go back to the previous subtree. Then there is A. Since I have printed the whole left subtree of it already, then I print A. Right. So if I am able to tell you, so this is something that you should know already. In fact, people should know how to solve this. If you don't know, then I've referred you the pages. Go to prepinsta.com, go to DSA and study. This is how quickly you should be able to solve it. I am just now this is how I will solve it in the exam. I'm like, okay, HDI B E A J F K uh, JFK, then C L G M. That's it. So again, HDIBEA JFK CLGM. I solve it in 10 seconds max to max. This is how you should be able to solve it. So let's take a few more examples. I referred you to one of the pages here. So this is like if you have to find the post order, let's say pre-order of this. So again, I come to here A, B, D, right? So again, last note. So D, B, E, A, C. Simple. Then let's go to the next one. Here, uh, in fact, this one. So here there is no left node. So 7, 9, 4, 2, 5, 1, 3, 6, 8. Solved it. Even I did not check the right one things here and there. Again, 10, 15, 20, 25, 23, uh, 23, 30, 35, 39, 42. Then again, this is again difficult thing. The pre-order, the in order for it would be 4, 10, 12, 15, 18, 22, 24, 25, 31, 35, 44, 50, 66, 70, 90. This is how quick you should be. Maybe Amulya is saying wrong for something. Maybe I solved it a little wrong somewhere. I'm sorry for that. Uh, right. So you can go to this page. This page has many examples for this thing. Rules can be found out on this particular page of Rep Insta. Right. Perfect. So no problem. I'll not help you to solve it. You should be able to solve it on your own. Okay. So this was the next question is if the pre-order of an in order if pre-order and in order traversal of a binary tree is ABDF something something and this something something. So what is the post order traversal? What is the post order traversal? Right. So I'll give you some time, and then in that particular time, this question will take at least 3 minutes to solve. So again, I can solve this particular question for you, but I want you to solve it on your own. Okay, so I'll tell you how do you do it. In fact, the reason why I am not solving it is because I want to give you future reference on how would you be able to solve this particular question in the exam. How would you be able to solve not just this question? What do you need to do since this free lecture is ending today, right? So if you go particularly to prepinsta.com, right? Obviously, you will want to study for the next 1 month and not just for the next 10 minutes, right? So what I'll do is, particularly this particular question can be found out on our website. So if you went to TCS 3's quiz 1, which is something that you can go, and let's say if you want to go here and see MCQ and then you click upon trees, this particular section, and then if you go to quiz number 1 of this particular topic, this is somewhere found out, this particular question would be somewhere. Question number 6. Okay, so I clicked upon any particular question, is it? Just give me 1 second. Okay. So let's say I mark some random answer here. Right. So here you will get all the steps of solving this particular question. Basically, in pre-order, always and always the first node will be the root of the tree. Right. So this is something that you can find from here. This is something that if you did not know how to solve, then again, there is something wrong in this particular case. Let me just show it to you here. You have to solve this using these methods that are given on the website. I can teach you how to solve it, but in fact, these diagrams are much better than my teaching. More importantly, I want you to what I want you to do is I want you to understand that what do I need to do after this lecture ends. That I go to Prep Insta. Okay. So here, like the graph is given for when people were solving it, right? Uh, so I go to Prep Insta, solve all of these questions on website, right? So this is essentially what you have to do. Okay. So moving further, uh, I want to take up a few questions here and there. Right. So moving further, again, the reason why I took this lecture and I did not solve this question, I've told you already again, because I want you to know the truth that everyone thinks that, okay, they will study from tutorial points and this C++ books that are given in college and they will clear the exam. You will not be able to clear the exam. TCS exam is very, very, very difficult, which is why all these things that I did not teach you today, but I referred you that where you can find all of these things on the internet, on Prep and stuff, which is why uh, I am telling you that you need a professional help. I'm not saying that, okay, we are being greedy, that we want your money and all of that. We are partnered with more than 1,000 colleges in India. So for many, many colleges where students cannot afford things, we give it for free also. All right. Uh, So if maybe your college has already given you Prep Install online classes for free because 1,000 colleges are there. If not, then you go ahead and buy TCS NQT course. All these things that I have not taught you today are being taught in the course. We will cover DSA, we will cover C, we will cover C++, we will cover aptitude, we will cover programming logic, 72 hours of videos of just TCS NQT, and more than uh, 40 hours of C and C++ separately from these 72 hours. This is not like a Udemy course of 400 rupees wherein you get 6 hours of C. I'm saying about 40 hours of C and C++. So Udemy is shit. Let me be clear here. Udemy is a very, very bad website. The reason being, anybody can upload a course on Udemy. So it's like, I did not get placed in TCS. I am bored at home. I do not have job. Let me sign up at Udemy. Let me record my screen there and let me teach C and C++. Right. Which is why 6 hours, 7 hours it gets done. I'm talking about 30 to 40 hours of C and C++ course apart from 72 hours of TCS NQT, 20, 25 hours of data structures, which is taught in C and C++. Next thing is that my marketing team has told me is the price will increase. So this is the last day. We keep on saying it every day. We will increase the price tomorrow. Maybe we will do a marketing wherein we will let you know today or tomorrow, and then we will increase the price. And then this C and C++ course will not be available free of cost. Maybe let's say if TCS asks post order pre-order, so that will be there already, because they are asking post order pre-order, and it is in TCS NQT syllabus. But let's say they are not asking about stacks, so that video will not be there in that exam. So yeah. Other thing that you can do is, so the link to join the same is given in the description of the video. I know that a lot of you would be demotivated after watching this video, that I do not know how to solve. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to demotivate you for your own good, that this is the high time you start studying. It's not like that you will be able to prepare for TCS NQT within a week. You need at least 1.5 months of preparation every day for about 5 to 6 hours. With coronavirus being there, already TCS will be hiring a one fourth of the people. So if they hired 30,000 last year, this time it is going to be 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, and then 3 lakh people applying, right? So again, other thing that you can do is you can go ahead and buy Joint Prep Royal Pass. TCS NQT, Wipro, Deloitte, Infosys, AMCAT, CoCubes, eLitmus, TCS Ion, all these online classes you will get. So let's say in Infosys, there's script arithmetic section. That is obviously if you study from IndiaWix and all of these websites, you will not get it. In eLitmus, there's crypto arithmetic, multiplication, division, all of these things that you will not get it anywhere. In TCS, there is Sudoku, right? You will not get it anywhere. So you will not understand until unless so the course has to be very company specific. So we are like, okay, AMCAT or CoCubes, let's say, ask flowchart diagrams a lot. There are flowchart questions in CoCubes, and you're like, I wanted to solve mathematics. Why flowchart is coming? You did not know about that. So that is being covered in the specific course. Then again, basic aptitude preparation also is included in the Royal Pass. Interview preparation, resume, mock, C, C++, Python, DBM is going to be now. Basically, the whole point was internally when we were discussing that what should we name a course which is like a student is like, okay, I am preparing for placements, I just need one course. Even if I'm preparing for TCS, even if I'm preparing for Flipkart, this course should be sufficient. C++ should be included, competitive programming should be included, aptitude should be included, TCS Infosys. I don't need to look anywhere else apart from this course. So what should I do? So we were like, our team is PUBG beef. So they said, let's name it Royal Pass. So, which is why the name of the course is called as Royal Pass. Right. So again, last thing here, Flipkart is hiring. We've announced it on Prepinsta 2021 channel. So you go here, follow us. Probably, as I told you, the link is not given there because we had to put this online classes webinars link. So we removed it. Maybe we'll put it back again since the webinar now is conducted, but that depends upon the marketing team. So you can always text us messages on our Instagram for 2021 batch only. Flipkart is hiring. You have only 1 hour to do so. 8 o'clock it ends. 8 o'clock Flipkart registration ends. Only 2021 graduates are valid. This is a full-time offer. 2022, 2023 also can apply, but for them it will be an internship. Right. Make sure that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Many things are coming. One of these things, my marketing team has requested me to take a lecture on YouTube, so I know about it. So, Infosys Masterclass, pointers for DSA, competitive programming, company-specific masterclasses, all of these things we are going to do. Follow us on social media, and we'll give you off-campus updates because this time companies will not. Your college will not open this year. I guarantee. Your college will open next semester, right? So all the drives would be online. Maybe your college is not partnered with IBM, so they do not get to know that okay, this drive is not happening. But since maybe Prepinsta is partnered with IBM, maybe not, or whatever is the case, right? We get to know that these companies are hiring since they are partnered with us, or maybe since the college is partnered with us, so they let us know. So we post so that everyone can apply. You have to give the exam from home, so make sure that you do follow us on social medias, all four of them, because marketing team is like, we'll only post it on Instagram. This XYZ company wants only 10,000 people to apply. And if we post it everywhere, 1 lakh people will apply. Right. So guys, thank you for your questions. Today is the last day, as I told you. You can use the coupon code YouTube. You will get the price will show 1999 if I'm not wrong. Adil, if you can reply in the chat. And if you use the coupon code YouTube, in that case, you will get further 200 rupees off. So you'll get it for 1799. And then tomorrow we will increase the price to 5,000. The reason being why we are doing so, there are some shitty websites on the internet which sell TCS NQT course for very less amount, 200, 300 and all of them. And if you buy them, these are like people who did not even get placed in TCS and they are unplaced and they are uploading videos and teaching you aptitude, right? Uh, so again, you should not trust all of these websites. You should only trust Prepinsta, we're the market leader. Or in fact, maybe somewhere I would be able to show you what is the traffic right now on the website. Okay, so like as you can see, already on the website there are 96,000 active users. So for SEO people who will know, as of now, 1 lakh people are using the website at this particular moment. So you should trust the market leaders. 100,000 active users is 1 lakh, I guess. So you should trust the market leaders. In this particular case, that is what I'll say. If you have any questions, you can ask us. Kartikeya Jaiswal is saying it's very expensive. Kartikeya, you spend, and this is something I really hate. And there was this one particular person who was talking on the Telegram, Prep Insta Telegram, sir, I am 2018 pass out, I am still searching for job. And we asked him, how did you prepare? So he was like, sir, YouTube pe free video dekha and RS Agarwal we solved, right? I'm like, that is why you are not placed. You spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees for 22 years of your life. You spend 1100 rupees per month on your mathematics tuition when you were in third class, fourth class, fifth class. Just because you wanted to clear up your basics so that you can get into a good college. You wanted to be in a good college so that you can get a job. And then finally, when it is about getting a job, you guys are like, I don't want to pay. So you have burned everything, all the lakhs and lakhs of rupees in class 10 tuition, 12 tuition, 6th tuition, 3rd tuition, college fees. You have burnt it because finally, when it is about job, you're like, okay, I'll not pay. This is an attitude that you have to change, and this is an attitude that even I had also, because in college we forget that okay, something like tuition exists. We will pass studying one day before the exam, and it always happens. All of the engineers study one day before the exam, right? So since we are in our comfort zone right now. But trust me, I'm really sorry to say this. I got to know about. In fact, let me not discuss it. There was something bad that happened with one of our students who was in depression. Uh, Something that I got to know today morning itself. Uh, you will be regretting if you do not get placed. At least your parents will be proud of you if they see you studying. So if you study at least uh, for 3 to 4 hours every day for the next 1.5 months, you can get placed in TCS Infosys and all of these stuff. For 2020 batch, there is not 100%, but yes, there's something in discussion internally in TCS. Even they have not finalized the date, but the discussion is going on. That is what I can say, not on official thing, but this is something that it's like rumors. So that is what I can say. I can't say names, but yes, if I wouldn't know as Prepinsta's founder, then who would know? Uh, when will the training start? So as soon as you join the course, you will get all the online classes, completely recorded versions. 140, 150 hours of videos are there. And as soon as the drive is announced, there would be live sessions. So apart from these recorded lectures that you can watch, you're obviously we engineers are like owls. So even my brother is sleeping every day at 5 a.m. in the morning and waking up at 3 p.m. in the noon. And then he chills out and then studies the whole night, right? After 10 till 5 o'clock. So if you want to study at 4 o'clock in the night and in the meantime want to take a few breaks to go on different websites as well. So in that case, you go ahead with the recorded session. So once TCS NQT is announced, you can then we will have live sessions as well. That is a promise from our end. And we have a 100% refund policy, by the way. No questions asked. If you do not like the course, you get a refund. So you don't have to worry. Download option is not available for videos. I'm sorry, but you can watch it in the 2x speed. Okay. Also, so I want to end the session. Would you please also let me know what next things should we take on YouTube? Yes, there is a course on Infosys also. Just in the meantime, just let me know what all other videos should we take on YouTube so that we can help you better. Obviously, we'll not be able to complete the whole course on YouTube. It's like 100 plus hours of videos for any given company. But we can at least point you in the right direction, tell you what you know, what you don't know. Okay, so this course is for TCS only and other companies also. This is for TCS only. However, if you want to join for other companies, there's Royal Pass. Everything that is there on Prepinsta website, you will get. Right. So one person was asking, there is Infosys course also. So whatever courses are there on Prep Insta, so you can find it on this page. You go to Prep Insta, click on online classes, and like Royal Pass. Combo one is like AMCAT, CoCubes, TCS, Ion, eLitmus. Combo two is Gemini, IBM, TCS, Infosys, all of this. Then you have DSA, C++, CoCubes, TCS, Ion, eLitmus, Accenture online classes, Deloitte, Cognizant, IBM, HSBC, then Wipro, all of these companies, right? AMCAT online classes, as you can see here. So all these online classes you can see. So the page was loading, which is why it was not visible, right? The TCS online classes, you go to this page. Any other questions that you have? Apart from that, if you still have any question, so what you can do is I reply to all my messages on Telegram, on Instagram. So you send me a DM here. So let's say there are 6 messages right now already. So I share my daily basis of things here and there, like when I'm chilling, when I'm meeting people and all of it. So apart, you can also see me for that. You can follow me and ask me questions in my DM. If you want help with any preparation, if you want guidance, if you want probably discount also. Web series on Accenture, yes. Adil, please note whatever request that these people are making. Right. So all the links to the TCS online classes, Royal passes, and everything you will find it on the description of the video here. Yeah, Shanti Alajpur web series on Accenture. Uh, we will do. At least, no, I'll not promise immediately, but I'll say that yes, we will promise we'll do. I will push on internally inside my team. What's your view on Altation as a company? Altation is an amazing startup. It's not a company. Obviously startup is also a company. So it's an amazing startup. There are many products like Gitbucket. There is Jira. Huge company, very good company. Can you tell me when will the registration start? I think middle of next month or end of next month. That is what we think. Right. Any other questions, sir? DM already, but no response till now. Shania, I promise that I will reply. Maybe you texted me a few moments ago. Either I can take the YouTube session or I can reply to you. Web series on Accenture. What is your view? Web series on Accenture. Yes. We'll do it. Sir, what schedule you follow to study aptitude coding for your projects and interview? Uh, what I can do is I can show you my resume. Uh, Maybe that helps. So this was my resume after just after 6 months or 1 year from college. Like Android. So I was into Android back then. It was a cool thing back then. Branch.io is a tool, Claps, Clever Tap, App Flyer, Deep Linking, Referral Program. So in fact, I worked for a company who was the first company to implement UPI. It was later renamed as Taze, and it was later then further renamed as Google Pay. And then I had quit my job to start with Prepinsta. And these were the languages that I knew. So, as you can see, Unified Payment Interface so this is not updated a lot many times. So these were my projects, VIT Taskmaster, and then hand gesture based union, appliance control using MEMS sensor, course registration system, AI bot using Minesweeper game algorithm, uh, blah 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 blah. Right. So I'll just take up a few last questions. Online classes for Infosys are there. Where are they? I just showed you the page already. Now, because of this YouTube thing, My browser is not working properly. It's like getting overheated. Yeah, Infosys online classes. Go to this page, prepinsta.com/online classes. You will get Infosys online classes here. Here. Right. So you can click here and join here. What is approximate date for TCS NQT exam in August? Mostly we think. Because it's too helpful. What is the price for Royal Pass? Royal Pass is 4,444. If you use coupon code YouTube, then you'll get 200 off. Super chat Beka. Okay. Sir, which time you are active on Instagram? Today is Sunday. My wife will kill me. So you message me. I will positively reply tomorrow morning. What is the price for the course? TCS NQT. Okay, guys. I think about courses and all. It doesn't look nice if I speak too much about it. What you can do is you can call her team. My Adil or Adil will give you who's replying on the chat will give you the numbers or links and everything. Uh, So you call him, you speak to me. If you want any personal suggestions, you follow me. If you want to follow Prepinsta and get off-campus updates, you type Prepinsta and join the selective year of your passing out. So official is for something else. 2000 jobs is for 2019, 2021 batch, 22 batch, 20 batch. So just only join your Instagram one. Else you will uh, not get updates of your branch. Right. So thank you guys for joining this session. I hope that it was really, really helpful for all of you. How much time is left for preparation of TCS NQT? Zero time is left for TCS NQT preparation. The exam should be ideally in the next 1 month or something like that. Message retracted. This person posted message and deleted it on their own account. So Sony, if you're too shy to say something on the chat, you can text me. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will be seeing you in the next one. So, as you can see, 1,19,000 people are there active on Prepinsta's website. Right, so too many people. Even traffic has increased a little more. So, guys, thank you.